Sky is not the limit. Somebody lies. Blue Hill Ave. Days of our lives. All white attire. Feeling like a god. God. Hold up, wait. 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 Tap out, 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 tap out.
All right. We're back with the morning tea. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
And we're going to get right into it. Bill Cosby. Uncle Bill. Lil Bill. Billy Bill.
Sweater Bill.
You know, he was being a little naughty. And, you know, he was, you know, touching the women with the pudding pups and the vaginas and everything else. But, you know, he just got arrested, which I think is, you know, one good thing. But he got 3 to 10 years, everybody. 3 to 10 years. He's 81. Let that sink in for everybody. 3 to 10 years. What do you think about that?
It's ridiculous. Let me just start off by saying that. First of all, by me saying that, though, I do think that he should be some type of penalized for doing these type of acts to these women. However, there are plenty of men who have done the same thing who has not been tried, sentenced, nor sent to jail. So that is my issue. And I'm just trying to figure out, why is he at the age that he is being escorted into a prison, and we have the top head of Paramount Pictures able to walk freely with his acts that he has done as well. It's just absurd. And I'm really, I don't know how I feel about it. But I was listening to another station, and they were saying that he did, on one of his stand-ups in 1976, he did talk about putting things in women's drink, especially using some sort of drug called Spanish fly. And they actually played a clip from it. And he did say that he saw a group of women in the club in the corner, and he was just like, oh, I bet you if I give him some Spanish fly, all 5 of them be knocked out and he can just do whatever. So after I heard that, I was like, okay, the man is really like, he really actually did this. But we have the rest of these guys who are not being penalized for it. And that's my issue as well. If Bill is going to go to jail for this, everybody that's in this limelight and that's being accused of this needs to be, it needs to be done to them as well.
Well, I can definitely agree with you on that one. Let's just be real. We have a commander-in-chief who likes to dip his pudding in the pop, as the Save Bill will say it. And, you know, it's funny. Let me just put this out, just, you know, and it's going to sound a little conspiracy theorist, but it's the morning tea. We got to spill it a little bit. For y'all who don't know, Bill Cosby was on his way to buy NBC. Let that sink in. The man was on his way to buy an entire network. So, you know, that can kind of tell y'all where everybody is on this whole Bill Cosby thing and everything else. But other than that, though, the raping. Uncle Bill, come on. You made black folks look good for a minute. Come on now. Definitely. You can't tell me. I mean, who gonna take care of little Olivia? Little Rudy? Little Rudy, won't anybody think of the Cosby children?
Yeah.
Won't anybody think of the Cosby children?
Oh,
Jeffrey Owens out here selling groceries for a living?
Yeah. And then
Lisa Bonet on an island with a sexy man, by the way. So she's good. She's good. Raven Simone out here not knowing her race, her sexuality. She don't know if she a woman, a man, a muppet. Like,
leave Raven alone.
She don't know if she black, she white, she yellow, she orange, she green, the sky's
Jesus.
blue, and the grass is gray. I don't know what you, Uncle Bill, you need to
And
do
even,
better.
Even and it, I knew it got serious too. Is when Camille, his wife, she's gone. So after that, it's like, Bill, I don't know what else to tell you because your wife was by your side all these years, but after all that came out and he really got convicted and stuff, that's when she hit the pavement.
Yeah, well, we gonna pray for Camille Cosby because you know she gonna get a pool boy, and while Bill in jail playing with his pudding pop,
Oh my God.
she gonna get a little, you know, Camille gonna come out in that new negligee she bought with her man's money. Now
Oh my God. Ugh.
And she gonna go to that pool boy. She gonna be like, young man,
Talk about young man.
like at the kid.
Don't even.
She gonna be like, young man, I'm lonely. Are you gonna screw me? That's how we have
You
that
know
one.
what? Pray for Bill. Hopefully he don't.
Pray for Bill.
Hopefully he don't. I don't know if he gonna stick out that 3-year sentence. He doing the minimum. He's doing the minimum, right?
I think he's doing the minimum, which is 3 years.
Yeah.
So happy 84th birthday, Bill.
Oh my God.
If you live to see it. I mean, he's so old. I mean, these are his Costco buying in bulk years. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, these are
and he's legally blind and he got a lot of.
He's blind. Would y'all put Helen Keller in a prison? No. Y'all let her, you know what punishment for Bill Cosby? Put him in a round room and tell him to go sit in the corner. That's what you do with Bill Cosby.
Oh my God.
So we'll be right back with the morning tea. We're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, Cardi B in the Super Bowl.
Hey.
Somewhere there's a Nicki Minaj feeling salty. We'll be right back with the morning tea.
So I'll keep this short. I'm the business suit in the back of your closet. You wore me nearly every day before your office went, quote, casual. I used to be the CEO of your closet. Now I'm just that one intern no one ever talks to. I always thought you'd circle back with me, get granular, keep me in the pipeline. But nada, nothing. Don't you remember the McKittrick presentation? You spilled coffee on me and I still looked amazing during the breakout talkback Q&A. So I think it's time for me to move on. I've got a great resume and I absolutely crush it in interviews, okay? Let's make this a clean break. Shift the paradigm. The only thing I ask is that you think outside the box here and do this. Take me to Goodwill, where I can really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create new jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Yeah, that boy broke her heart, it's not hard to see. Text her clean every day, I'm never left on scene. Yeah, she been talk to them boys, yeah, every day she geek. Took a sand to the face, now I'm looking like a feed. You my everything, I'ma treat you like a giant. I'm just trying to buy your time, you was always on my mind. And I will never change, I won't play you like a game. Cause I swear I will always be the same. As I would do everything in my pot to keep it real. Baby girl, let's make a deal. Swimming like a Navy SEAL. Man, my heart turning to steel as we going for the thrill. Hey, as we going for the thrill.
Girl, you told me that you was real. Yeah, and this was all because of you. And this was all because of you. Oh, and this was all because of you. And this was all because of you.
Letting you go is hard to do. Seems like when you left me, I didn't know what to do. You acted like a fool, you kept on playing games, so I kept on playing you. We were forever, now we're apart, wondering why. I thought we were forever.
Thought it was forever, and then you broke my heart. It's okay, baby girl, I'm back up at the start. Yeah, last facts, I don't know what to do. Used to kick in it with him, baby, tell me the truth. Like, why would you do that? What did you do to me? So baby girl, keep everything okay. I'm talking to your best friend, it's like your best man. And it's okay, I'm starting problems, I'm the next man. Oh yeah. But what kind of diamonds in your necklace? I tell that girl, it's okay, you not my next chick. You just like all of my exes. It's okay, baby girl, you cannot test it. You cannot touch me cause I'm a man. I'm talking to your best friend, what you say, yeah. You talking about me behind my back. I'm sorry if I shouldn't come off bad.
All right. Welcome back to the morning tea. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
And we're going to get right into what I think will be the most epic Super Bowl since
Oh my God.
the Janet Titty situation.
And what is it? What is it, Mike?
Oh, I mean booby situation. Oh, well, you know what? Okay.
You said it.
It's too late.
And what is it, Mikey?
Cardi B at the Super Bowl, everybody.
Hey!
And somewhere, and we know this, Nicki Minaj is going, ah!
Negative. But anywho.
Somewhere. Nicki Minaj is trying to take
She's in
someone's
Dubai.
bag.
She's
She like Swiper from Dora the Explorer. You gotta say, Nicki, no swiping. Nicki, no swiping.
She's minding her business in Dubai.
She ain't minding her business. We all know that for a
We
fact.
on Cream Radio. She's on Cream
She's not
Radio.
minding her business on Queen Radio. She's not minding her business.
I thought we were talking about the Super Bowl.
We're talking about the Super Bowl, but then I'm sorry.
Because you know that
co-host.
how this is a Cardi guys, he's Cardi. Well, I'm neutral, but it's too much Cardi bandwagon. Not calling you a bandwagon, but it's too much Cardi train for me, and I can't deal.
Look,
but
Cardi train,
Cardi is in her prime, and I am super excited that
and
she
it is her
doing,
moment.
It is her moment.
It's her
I'm not
moment.
going to say that. I'm not going to take that away from her. It is Cardi moment, but I'm gonna need the Nicki shade to cut.
It's always winter with the Nicki shade. Anyways, Cardi B, Travis Scott have just been are rumored to be Super Bowl co-stars with Maroon 5.
Yes.
Now, as far as Travis Scott goes, it don't really make all that much sense. But I mean, and then sidebar, just for Maroon 5 is the one throwing the shade.
Why you say that?
Because if it's true, they invited Cardi B and Travis Scott. Think about
you're
it.
right.
Think about it. They invited the two people who've pissed Nicki Minaj off the most this year.
You know what?
That will be the shadiest Super Bowl I've ever seen.
That is
the shadiest. The two people who've beaten you out for number ones and the one who almost beat you at the New York Fashion Week are going to be performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Cardi is killing she's killing Fashion Week.
Honey,
she's tearing it down.
Everybody, I don't care if you're man, woman, gay, straight. If you have to follow anybody on Instagram, follow Cardi B. Follow her. Not only are her posts amusing and funny, but she's been killing the fashion game in Milan. She is shutting it down. I gotta give the girlfriend her props. I'm not even into fashion. To be honest, I just throw on some sweats and a t-shirt and call it a dang day. But I had to give her props. She was stunning. And she has a new song out. And she's got makeup lines, everything else. It's like she's doing her thing. So it makes more sense for her. And plus, she collaborated with Maroon 5 this year. So it makes more sense with Girls Like You. So it makes more sense. By the way, also, congratulations, Cardi, on your third number one hit this year. Congratulations to Miss Cardi B. Girls Like You went number one. 3 number ones.
She's actually making history. They just posted that she's the first I think female hip hop artists to have 3 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100. And yeah, she's making moves, period. She grinded and she asked for it. Hush your mouth, though. Hush your mouth. Chill the Nicki shade. But no, yeah, so look out for Cardi B at the Super Bowl. They're most likely to give her own set. So don't be surprised if in the middle of Girls Like You, it cuts off and you all cue the music or you all hear the music for Bodak Yellow.
Especially at a Beyonce concert. And whose friend was she again?
What?
I thought so.
I missed that, so.
Bodak Yellow was being played at a Beyonce concert.
Oh, yeah.
And who's Beyonce's alleged friend?
Yeah.
Did y'all see
I have
that?
no
That was an eclipse.
I have no clap back.
That was
Yeah, it's a lot of industry ish going on behind the scenes that's gonna come out to light slowly but surely.
Well, one thing that did come out to light was the Nick Cannon and Kanye West beef.
Oh my God.
I don't even know. It's what is with these
had a
rappers,
beef
everybody?
and squashed it.
Like, oh my God, Lee, like y'all got too much money to be beefing with each other. It's like I got money, you got money, let's all be happy and stay in our own lane. But to just recap real quick, Nick Cannon and Kanye West was in a beef because Nick Cannon made some comments about Kim Kardashian when he was dating her. Ain't it funny how Nick Cannon date women with money but ain't got no money? Ain't that kind of funny? I'm just saying. But and then Kanye called him out. That's his wife, of course. But they ended up kissing and making up. It's a lot of kissing and making up. Tiffany Haddish and Cat Williams at the Emmys, they kissed and made up after Cat Williams said she wasn't funny.
Mm-hmm.
Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem, we're still waiting on you two white boys to get together. But I mean,
that's one of our production teams.
That's one of our production teams. Y'all don't understand this. When it comes to the speaking, I'm like Joan Crawford. And I have a wire hanger on me. So no more speaking. The HGBIC is on the radio, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was just hilarious.
That was just
talking about Joe. Y'all should have seen his face. Talking about Joe Crawford.
Christina! Clean up your mess.
We were not. But thank God for Nick Cannon and Kanye West squashing their beef. That was just a beef that didn't even need to be had in the first place.
It didn't need to be had.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
And
it was stupid.
Uncalled for. And glad it's over. Moving on.
Kanye, and here's the thing, at the end of the day, Kanye, you still have money and Nick Cannon doesn't. Next, we are going to go into a new segment called The Hottie and the Naughty. This week's hottie is the legendary, the iconic, the little bit of Latina flavor, Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Follow her Instagram, everybody. For 49, she make 49 the new 29.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is looking fabulous, fierce, everything else. Again, go to her Instagram, take a look, a picture of this wonderful woman. J-Lo, you are our hottie of the week. The naughty of the week. And just for all you feminists out there, we're not pitting women against women because that's something that we here at the Morning Tea totally don't do, but we just like to spill it a little bit. Is Roseanne Bush, Barr, Hitler, whatever her name is. Girlfriend, she went and did an interview about, the whole cancellation of Roseanne. We've already talked about this, but she said, the African American community are the most forgiving. You think after 400 years of slavery, we are the most forgiving people?
Mm-hmm.
You thought wrong. Let me just spill this 1 second. Roseanne, just because a few black comedians who ain't nothing but a bunch of Uncle Toms themselves said that they forgive you, don't mean that the black community, or as you call us, the African Americans, forgive you. We don't forgive you. You called a woman a monkey. Then you made fun of the Jews. You've been making fun of everybody, and it's very racist. And just so you know, we don't tolerate racist behavior. What we do feel for you is pity. Pity that you got killed off your own show.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been fired like that since Greg on Friday. As a matter of fact, Greg is probably sitting at home on the box going, well, you know, I may have gotten fired on my day off, but I didn't get killed off on my day off. Like, that's just a whole different
terrible.
thing.
Yeah.
That's just terrible.
She messed her whole career up.
She messed it up all the way. So we're going to take another little break, everybody. And when we come back, we got some more tea to spill this morning. I want you all to take a seat and sip some tea with us this morning. We going in on it, everybody, this morning. Thank you guys for joining us on the morning tea. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
Thank you guys. Be right back.
Listen to us anywhere. Download the TuneIn app. Okay. Type in WindyCityUnderground.com. It's that easy. Ooh. Where your music is your station.
I woke up today feeling the same. I will never change. No, I will never change. I like it my way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I like it my way, my way. My way, my way, my way, my way. I like it my way. What works for you won't always work for me. You waiting on a sign, I just do me. You like to talk a lot, I stay low key. I only speak to verbalize musically. I don't articulate expressions grammatically correctly. But you feel me, comprehend me. My action speaks for itself, and I'm willing to listen to opinions. I'm just saying I ain't changing. Life's what you make it, so I made it, and I'll do it my way. I woke up today feeling the same. I will never change. Yeah, I like it my way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I like it my way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I like it my way.
Yeah, I heard what they saying in the background. I guess they mad now that I'm back now. I won't back down. Put your pride down like a tranquilizer when I come around. They say you a woman, how you get so managed? Rip out your check and try to understand it. If you understood me, you will understand it. I'm an E regardless, feast like a savage. I don't get taxes, I can't main in the bank, and I won't frame it that way. Waste my time, gotta pay, cray, change my ways. Always silent, so you can't break me. They said I feel my way, so let's just wait and see. Pay, cray, change my ways, change my ways. Pay, cray, change my ways, change my ways.
I woke up today feeling the same. I will never change. No, I will never change. I like it my way.
All right. We are back with the morning tea, everybody. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
And we're going to be spilling a little bit today on one of my favorite people, the iconic, the legendary, the Empress, my lovely, my friend, I'm sorry, the incredible Britney Spears today. We're going to be talking about her, but we ain't going to be talking about her in the normal way that I would like to talk about her. We're going to be talking about her baby daddy drama. Kevin Federline got a settlement deal for the child support payments that he was seeking, and it's apparently more than what he was asking for. I'm told she might have to pay Bromana probably around $100,000 a month in child support. Even though she pays for the kids' schoolings, their activities, their medical expenses, clothes, new phones, whatever the boys want, she pays for it, and she's got to pay him a non-taxed $100,000 a month. Now, I know there's some women out there who are probably sitting there going, where can I sign up for that? But there's a lot of people out there who are actually very against this, who are kind of like, Kevin is using her. He's trying to, because he also has a baby mama with Shar Jackson. For y'all who don't know who Shar Jackson is, she played Niecy on Moesha. That's Kevin Federline's baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
Before Britney. He left her for Britney, and now he's married. The thing is, Kevin is married now. He has a total of 6 children. Britney is only responsible for 2, but with this new child support case, Britney might be responsible for all 6, because we all know Kevin ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He even said it himself. He said he only works as a DJ once a month and only earns $1,000 a month, compared to Britney's $1 million a week gig in Vegas. So yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot of bias, and we got some people in the comments on Facebook, and they're gonna probably want to voice their opinion on this, but to get away with that, I think we have to ask the question, what do you do when the child support stops? And that's a question not that most women will have to ask themselves, but that's a question that Mr. Kevin Federline is going to have to ask himself. What is he going to do when the child support payments stop? The boys ain't that far from 18.
That's true.
And if he hasn't saved $20,000 a month since 2007 when the child support payments were implemented, then we know $100,000 is going to go. So what do you do when the child support payments stop?
Do the kids stay with him or Britney?
The kids mostly stay with Britney. He has sole custody, but they mostly choose to stay with their mother.
Oh, he has sole custody.
He has sole custody. That's why.
How did he get that? Oh, because of her crazy.
Yeah, because when she went through her mental breakdown, which, by the way, I would say, Britney, you are highly medicated. Get your kids back. Okay, get your kids back. If you're doing all of this, you should have been trying to get sole custody back. And you have a case. That's the whole thing I don't get. She has a case.
Mm-hmm.
Any woman out there, not just Britney, but any parent out there, if you are the sole provider of your children, yes, she went through a hard time, and yes, she was going through a little bit of something, but you are now in a better place, and you are the sole provider on top of paying child support. Fight for custody of your children. I think she should do that. If they're living with you and they choose to live with you, the boys only live with Kevin during the week when they have to go to school, because she said she did not want to take them out of their environment where they're going to school and everything else. But let me tell you something, as a child who's moved around a lot, once they get to the age of freshman in high school, you start taking them one by one. Mm-hmm. They a year apart. You say, first, the oldest, you coming with me now. Then the second, when you get in high school, you come with me. They're almost in high school. They can make new friends. Hello, you're Britney Spears' kids. You will make new friends. Trust me. You think, I mean, come on.
That's true.
Northwest has a fashion line and fans and an Instagram. You will be okay. Trust me. But what do you think? I think that's the one that needs to happen. If you are in the place to take care of your children, you need to get custody of them. Mm-hmm. Especially if you don't want to be paying that much child support.
Mm-hmm. But she probably hasn't done that either, because she travels a lot, and she does have that residency in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And like you said, like the kids have their own schooling and stuff like that. So that's probably why she just want to keep everything. But me personally, I'm definitely getting my kids back after I got my life together. That would be my first order of business. But to each his own. Shout out to Britney for paying that. I don't know. I hope Kevin really is saving some of that money, because again, once the child support check stops, then what? Which leads me to another topic, or another celebrity parent, Nas, the rapper Nas. He had child support issues with his baby moms back then. Of course, his daughter is 20 now, Destiny. But when she was younger, her and Nas and the baby mom was going back and forth with child support. But now the mom is coming out. She's coming out with a book called Life After Child Support, When the Checks Stop Coming. And she describes the book as a cautionary tale about outgrowing financial dependency and moving forward. Basically, a book about what to do with child support and making sure that while you're in child support, you're not just relying on that. You're doing something else with that money, or you're using it for the kid and doing something else for yourself to have your own stable income. So according to Shade Room, Carmen had sat down with Vlad TV and spoke about how she was able to raise her daughter without having to work a 9-to-5 because of the child support checks Nas would send for their daughter Destiny. She also spoke about how she had to be mindful of the money and understood that child support is not an income for you. It's supposed to support the child. She was saying it's like a gift and a curse because in the child support situation, anybody that gets child support, it's not going to last forever, of course. And when you're getting a check every month, you become a little content with that, which is true. If you get a certain amount, $30,000 a month, you definitely wouldn't be trying to look for a job or anything like that. You would definitely be sitting in the crib or drinking, going out, or just making sure the kid is fine, but you just waking up, getting facials, getting your hair, nails done, doing whatever. And she said some people don't want to go above and beyond that, which is true. And basically, there was reports saying that once her daughter had turned 18, that she was going from couch to couch, surfing from couch to couch and stuff like that after the checks started coming in, which was not true. She did have her own money, but she just basically want to let everybody know and help the Kevin Federlines and other people who is in the
Chris Brown.
Yeah. Them too. Trying to help them to tell them what to do with the child support checks. Also, life after child support. What should you do, or how should you handle it, or how should your lifestyle be afterwards? And the book is coming out, I believe, in the spring of next year, and you can get the book for $4.99, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, $4.99 to get some parenting advice when it comes to child support, because let's just be honest. I have to be honest in my own biased opinion. When I think we look at Kevin, because we look at Kevin as a man, you a man who is living off your ex-wife while you're laying up with your new wife and your 2 new children, and then paying child support, using that child support to pay other child support, because we know it's true, to your other baby mama. We look down on that, but there are women out there who do that too. Not necessarily in the same vein, paying it, but they spend the money on the other kids and everything else. And I think, and we can go back to Britney and her just wanting the money to be used for her children, not anybody else's children. It doesn't mean she's heartless. She's just like, it's not my responsibility to take care of your legal problems outside of what me and you have going on. But what I think we have to understand as a culture is the biasness that we have when it's been women. So if you out there saying that, yeah, Kevin needs to get up and get a job and everything else, I'm sorry, as a woman, she too needs to go out and get a job. Absolutely. Because there was another story, baby child support story with Chris Brown, his baby mama, she asking for an increase in child support, apparently reported up to like $60,000 a month. And Chris is saying no to that because he's saying he doesn't want to spoil the child. Negro just don't.
Oh, I didn't know that was that. I didn't know that was his response. That's what he said?
Yes.
That's what he said.
That was his response, that he does not want to spoil his daughter. That an increase will spoil her. Now, if that ain't a bunch of BS I've ever heard, I don't know what. He just don't want to pay it.
Boy, are you serious?
You spoil your daughter I'm sorry, let me just say this. When you celebrities say you don't want your children spoiled, but you got them on red carpets, giving them fashion lines, Instagram page, and everything else, sorry, the deed is done. Okay? The deed is done.
Yeah, the deed is done.
The deed is done.
Is he serious? But she was saying, like, in her I'm not saying in her defense, but she, on her end, she was saying that she's asking for the increase because the daughter would ask, like, why are we in this apartment, or we just have a 2-bed, or she's saying that they're just in a 2-bedroom and she feels like she needs to be in a bigger space because it's Chris Brown's daughter and she's used to when she goes over his house, it's a bigger space, and when she comes back home, it's just the 2-bedroom home, and she just feel like, but I'm like, girl.
But Chris, guess what? That's how Britney lost her case, because that's the same argument Kevin used to fight for his increase, because he felt it's not fair that the kids come from living this palatial lifestyle with mom, and then they come over to my house, and Kevin don't live in a cheap little house. He lives in a 2,000 square foot home. Oh, most of us don't have that. So he lives in a 2,000 square foot home. He's like, but the boys have to share a room. At Britney's house, they have their own room. Boy, Britney worked for her money. And then she was also paying you $20,000 a month. You can't tell me you couldn't have gotten a bigger house with $20,000 a month. You can't tell me you could not have possibly been renting a bigger home. Where's the money going? And that's the same thing I want to ask Chris Brown's baby mama. Where is the money he's been paying you? Where is it? Because you should not be living in no apartment. If he's paying you $30,000, $60,000 a month, you should not be living in an apartment. No excuses. And I say that to all women out there. If you're getting any substantial amount of money and yet you're still complaining about your living situation, something's wrong with you.
I swear, because if I have that amount, my first thing I'm doing is investing the money. Like, I need revenue out that I need to invest and have that, so that can be aside. Use that on my kids. But of course, do something.
Look for a house. Get some escrow. Get something.
Escrow, yes. Do something.
Do something. There's no reason why, after all these payments, you should not be living a better life for your child. There's no reason that you should still be living in a 2-bedroom apartment when you getting $30,000 a month up in there. There's no excuse. Unless you live in a hotel like Eloise, there's no excuse. There's just no excuse. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. How are you still living in an apartment? How are you still living in a 2,000 square foot home and the boys are still sharing a bedroom? What are you guys doing with the money? That is not your money to go play celebrity. And that's the problem with some of them. When some people, they want to play the lifestyle, but they forget, the child is the one who has to live the lifestyle, not you. The child is the one who needs to make sure they have brand new clothes, excellent schooling, health care provided, everything else. Not you to go buy clothes, get your hair done every day, and all this other stuff so you could play the baby mama of a somebody because you're a nobody. You're the nobody who just managed to screw a somebody. That's all you are.
Yeah. But the worst, that they're not even the worst. And leaving off of that, the worst child support story ever in history is Sherry Shepherd with her ex-husband or whatever. Lord. I could not. That whole situation blew me.
Well,
like,
again, Sherry Shepherd thinks the world is flat. So
no, like the guy, you remember that the guy, they got married or whatever, and then I don't think they were married, and they agreed to have a surrogate baby, and the surrogate during while the surrogate was still pregnant, they marriage or whatever didn't work out. So Sherry Shepherd still had her son, and she went with her son, but the father of this. The child that they were going to have with the surrogate, she abandoned her surrogate. He basically said you abandoned it. Now she has to pay child support for the baby. The father took the baby, and she abandoned the child. And his whole defense is together they agreed to have the baby, but since they didn't work out, she abandoned the baby and all that stuff. So now Sherry Shepherd has to pay for that child. She doesn't see the baby at all, but she has to pay child support.
Dearest. I smell another Mommy Dearest book coming along. Sherry Dearest.
You're so stupid.
So we're going to take another quick commercial break, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us in on the morning team. When we come back, we're going to probably hear a little bit more on this topic. I think this is a good topic today. This has got me feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling put them up. I'm feeling myself, everybody, this morning. Thank you guys for joining us on the morning tea. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
Thank you guys. We'll be right back with the morning tea.
Do you want your own show on Windy City Underground?
Yes!
Visit BeOnAir.com.
All right.
And you can be live on air right here.
That's cool.
WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station.
I just call your phone, you just call my phone. I sent you a text like, baby, tell me. I see Twitter, you be posted with your paper. Blowing up my line, trying to get a little. I just don't like, ooh, where you at? I sent you a text, you ain't respond, what's up with that? You follow on Snapchat, IG, Twitter. I don't never trip when you be posted with your people. When you're blowing up my line, trying to get get a little testy. I guess I'm on your mind when I'm out, man. These boys know they be tripping. These boys always want attention. I hear you, but I ain't listening. Like, tell me who you think you kidding? These boys know they ain't it. These boys always want to trip. These boys know they ain't it. These boys always want to trip. I just like, where you at? I sent you a text, you ain't respond. What's up with that? But you all on Snapchat, IG, Twitter. I don't never trip when you be posted with your people. When you're blowing on my line, trying to get a little testy. I guess I'm on your mind when I'm out, mad. You only call me when you in your feelings, especially when I'm mad and you see me chilling. All on my snap, you gon' watch till I get in. Then you come through if it's just for a minute. You wanna talk? Why I don't pick up when I see you call? Why I ain't call you when I let them off? Why don't you answer when you with your dogs? Hey, baby, who you kidding? Why you in your feelings? Why you always tripping when I'm at my business? Said I call you back when I get a minute. Only time you call when you in your feelings. Yeah. Only time you call when you in your feelings. Yeah. I call you back when I give me a minute. I just where you at? I sent you a text, you ain't respond. What's up with that? But you follow on Snapchat, IG, Twitter. I don't never do when you be posting with your people. When you're blowing on my line, trying to get a little nasty. I guess I'm on your mind when I'm out, mad. I just where you at? I sent you a text, you ain't respond. What's up with that? But you follow on Snapchat, IG, Twitter. I don't never do when you be posting with your people. When you're blowing on my line, trying to get a little nasty. I guess I'm on your mind when I'm out, mad. I just got your phone like you just hit my phone like I just got your phone like I hit you back in a minute. You hit me back when you're in it.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to The Morning Tea. I'm Mikey.
I'm Neeyah.
So we're gonna get into a little bit more, just a little quick tidbit on the whole child support situation. Again, I'm not lashing out at women. You gotta do what you gotta do, but be smarter, be better. Don't end up broke in a box. Don't do that. Don't become another Nick Cannon. Now we got a little bit of love and hip hop for you guys. Take it away, Miss Neeyah.
All right. So Love and Hip Hop premiered on Monday. I mean, not premiere, but it came on Monday. I'm sorry. It's actually almost ending. But if you guys have been watching, it's a lot of shadiness that's been going on regarding Tierra Marie. But I would have to say, if you guys been watching, the most shadiest this season, and I really liked her last season, is Brooke. Brooke is very sneaky and shady this season, and I'm really not liking her. The whole studio scene, the whole how she acting with Marcus. I'm like, is this your storyline, Brooke? It's really not. And then for Tierra to do this whole publicity sex tape, it's like, why are you doing this just for TV? I just can't believe it. And I remember when it first came out, and I'm like, Tierra, like you went from, and it's like she has a good voice. Like we want to hear her music. She was supposed to be in the same space where Rihanna is right now, and the fact that she's not, I think she should focus more on that than anything, because you trying to have a sex tape for a TV show, it's not going to work.
Reality stars trying to have sex tape, Kim,
because they think
Paris,
of Kim's success that it can happen, and that's dead.
Mimi and Nico. Like,
yeah, that
I mean, it's just, it's ugh.
They really trying to piggyback off of Kim, and it's if your mother is not Kris Jenner, you're not going to succeed in that.
No, if you don't know how to finesse it properly, you're not going to succeed.
Who finessed it other than Kim?
Her mother. But it was still a finesse. If you don't finesse it properly, you're not going to get that.
I'm saying Kris Jenner is the best finesse in the industry.
Yeah, she's the best finesser. So that's why I'm saying you have to have your finesse game on. If you can't turn lemon into lemonade, potatoes into potato salad or vodka, because I love a good vodka, then you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And to all the love and hip hop stars, I know you guys have talent. I know some of you are a who's who or a who do you remember list, but there's always just one thing: you will never be Cardi B. And I think the world needs to remember that. The world needs to know that you will never be
Cardi B is the one.
Cardi B set the standard.
Most successful Love and Hip Hop cast member to ever come out of Love and Hip Hop.
Besides Faith Evans, but then again, she married Stevie J, and that's herpes galore. So
oh no, darn it, K Michelle, because K Michelle did not have she didn't take off as far as Cardi, but Love and Hip Hop helped K Michelle's career boost. It boosted her
tried
career.
to stop her career.
Oh, Nick.
Dun dun dun. Nikki.
I mean, we're not gonna. K Michelle is a shady fool anyway, so let's not get on that.
And then it's just, and then you got Remy Ma. Are you dumb? I love Remy Ma. I love
her. Yes, on the New York one. Yep.
Yeah.
Remy
So Love and Hip Hop has created a lot of great artists. It's just that Cardi B did it better. She did. She actually did. She came. She saw. She conquered. Kim Kardashian did it better.
She did. She came. She saw. She conquered too.
When it comes to just basic talent, everybody does it better but Nick Cannon. Now,
that being said, before we go, This Is Us premiered last night, season 3. You guys got to check it out every Tuesday, 8:00. It was awesome. Everybody's back. I love it. Also, this new hospital show that came out, New Amsterdam, free healthcare in Amsterdam.
Is that the vodka?
No, not the vodka. Ugh, that was my college days. But no, it's
don't. Ugh,
I
New
hated
Amsterdam.
that.
Girl,
I
will grind a bottle of New Amsterdam.
Oh my goodness. Okay. But yeah, go watch that. It comes on after This Is Us every Tuesday. You all will love it. So that's it. That's all I have for today.
Okay. And everybody make sure you watch out for us. We'll be having our show up today on YouTube. It may not be a visual to where you can see our beautiful faces, but it will be an audio, and you can catch that show on YouTube. We're going to YouTube, everybody. Hey, we're going to YouTube. So thank you guys for that. It's been a great show. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you all on Facebook for watching us. Follow us on The Morning Tea and on Instagram. And then we'll soon be having a Facebook up so you guys can do more following. So I'm just going to leave you guys with a simple but loving moment of I love you. You're my loves. Hello, my loves. I love you. You're my loves.
Man, you not going to be starting stuff.
Thank you, everybody. I want you all to have a seat and sip some tea.